Low quality, insecure people will do just about anything for attention. So they're like babies, basically. And you can tell, like, a lot of people, they're stunted mentally, especially if they have the audacity or even the mindset to bully a nice person, a kind person, a person who is generous and caring. If they see that as weakness, they obviously are mentally stunted. Most people who are like higher quality, I would say, who have money, who are not jealous of other people, they are going to not even worry or care about what the next person is doing. They're going to want to focus on themselves, their finances, their extracurricular activities. They're going to, their family, what have you. They're not going to focus so much on, oh, what this person is doing, or focus on bringing somebody else down, because they're too busy building themselves up. So you will see that a lot of these jealous people, not only are they, a lot of the times they are financially unstable, they're mentally unstable, obviously, and you can tell these things as well. They're mentally stunted as well. Like I was saying, they're like babies, toddlers. Toddlers, they act out, and when they see their friend playing with their toy that they want to play with, or even if it's not their toy, if they see something that they want and they want to play with it, but somebody else is playing with it, they're going to try to take that from that person, or yell, cry, scream to their parents that they want this toy, or something of that realm. And they do that for attention. So a lot of the times it's more so that they feel intimidated by you, so they are basically acting out for attention, so that they could be like, hey, I'm good too, I'm everything that I want to be too, or I'm just as good as you too. But in their way, they're doing it by bullying you, or trying to triangulate other people against you, so that these people can lift them up and put you down. So it could even be completely making you seem like you are beneath them, just to make them feel better than you are. But in that situation, obviously, that's never the case. Someone who is a bully, they're never going to be better than the people who are selflessly helping everyone that they can, who are putting themselves last and putting other people first, and just doing whatever they can to be a productive member of society. You will never be able to compare to these terrible people. These terrible people will always be below you anyway. But also, what you need to do is you need to keep ignoring them. I know it's really difficult, especially when it's your family and you assume that your family is going to be a certain way and they're going to help you and be by your side. And a lot of the times, like for me, I was raised to believe that your parents are Alpha and Omega, that they are basically God. Like I was beaten a lot when I was younger into that idea, like beaten into submission, basically, to believe whatever we say go, even if it's above the Lord. Now I definitely put the Lord over everything. And through him, everything else follows suit. But you're going to have to kind of brainwash yourself. But not even brainwash, you're going to just have to change your mindset on how you view these people. And especially, like I was saying, with parents, it's very difficult, because we want to believe that we can trust the opinions of our parents. But it took me a very long time, and for me to actually have a child, to see like how I feel for my daughter. I would never ever do what is happening to me to my child. So I know a lot of you probably don't have children. That's why I'm doing this, is so that you can come to the realization that no, like, just because they're your parent, it's not tough love. Sometimes it's hate. And you won't understand that until you actually have a child yourself and see how much your heart bleeds for this child, that they could do anything. And even though you would harshly reprimand them and not stand beside them, but you're not going to physically harm them, you're not going to bully them, you're going to try to guide them so that it doesn't happen in the first place. But even so, after, you're going to continually try to guide them to realize what they have done is wrong. But it's really, even after having my child, I did see a difference between how I treated my daughter and how my mother treats me, and then compared to how she treats my other siblings. And I was so gullible, thinking, oh, well, maybe some parents just do treat their children differently. And it's like, no, you're not supposed to. After taking parenting classes and reading parenting books and actually learning from professionals that you're not supposed to treat your children differently, that's how harmful that is, I realized that what I'm seeing is valid. So don't underestimate your intuition. That's like super important as to what saved my life basically against my family, is just trusting my intuition and stop just submitting to whatever my sister said and my mom said. I feel like if I would have kept down that track, that I would have been either murdered or homeless or something terrible happened. But instead, I stood up for myself, and I'm taking control of my life finally. So that's what I'm trying to do for you guys, is just give you guys another voice that can actually understand what it's like to have a child, and how I would do anything for my daughter, and I would do anything for her not to be treated the way that my mother treats me. So don't ignore your intuition, but what you do need to do, if you are living with these people still, is ignore them. Keep ignoring these people until you can safely remove yourself. So that means get headphones if you need to be in the same vicinity, if you need to walk past them, because I know, like, not everybody has $1 million to where they could just see that they're in a toxic family and up and go to a new home. Like, we're in a recession. There's no way a lot of us can do that. I, through the good graces of the Lord, have found a new place, thank God. I am dealing with some things to where I can't leave, though, but I'm still paying on my house until me and my daughter can safely leave. But that's what I do. I get my headphones, I run past them, because also you need to realize you do not need to give them any portion of you. They don't deserve to have any portion of you. So you need to be a ghost basically to them. And if you can't, get headphones, turn them all the way up, and just ignore. And the last thing I just want to talk about is just know your worth. Like I said, these people are low quality and very insecure. And these people, everybody except for the younger sister but she's still 25 years old. And my older sister's almost 40. My mother is like in her 50s, almost 60s. These people have lived so much longer than me. They should know better. And it's a shame to see the quality of their mental state is the quality that they are protruding outward. I know a lot of mentally unstable people who are kind and caring and will bend over backwards for people. But these people that I am dealing with, they let it control them. They let the terrible mental state control everything about them. And a lot of the times that's going to happen with caring, kind people. They get taken advantage of by these severely mentally ill people, and a lot of these mentally ill people do not think that they are mentally ill. So it's very important that you know your worth, know who you are as a person, so that you don't get gaslit into infinity. But alrighty guys, sorry this video took so long to get out. My daughter was just like getting on me for not posting YouTube videos, so I just wanted to come on here and give you guys a little bit insight. And please, like, trust your intuition, okay? But I love you guys. Happy New Year again. Bye.